Hello, and welcome to Good Deeds. It is brought to you by justserve.org. If you're looking for organizations that are helping people every day in our community, making it a better place, well, they would welcome your support and your involvement. Just go to justserve.org to find an organization to connect with. It's a great place to get started. Today, we are learning more about the Wellness Within Cancer Support Services with Elizabeth Klein. Thank you for joining us. You are the executive director of this nonprofit, and you are helping a lot of people. First of
Mhm.
all, thank you for your help in our community. And what is it that you're doing?
Wellness Within is what we call a grassroots nonprofit. We're a small nonprofit in Roseville, and we help those who are impacted by cancer. And that impact is that emotional space. We are not in medicine. We actually complement the doctors. So if you're people who are feeling distress or overwhelmed, stress, anxiety, we work and help them. It's not just the patients. We're here for family members. We're here for caregivers. Basically those who are impacted by cancer.
Yeah. There have been a lot of studies that have come out that have shown the
Mhm.
impact on stress on our immune system.
Mhm.
So, especially when you're fighting something like cancer, anything you can do to de-stress helps the whole body. It's a holistic approach to supporting the system's healing.
It definitely is. When you get a diagnosis, and in our case, we work with people with cancer, but it could be any kind of life-changing diagnosis. Your body can go into a flight or fight state, and so what we try to do is we do programming that it's pretty individualized. It's whatever works for a person, but we provide a variety of ways to do that shift from that fight and flight mode into that parasympathetic nervous system place that tries to introduce calmness. So we're trying to give techniques for people to manage their own stress, especially in a situation where they're fighting cancer.
Yeah. What are some of the programs that you offer to help people get out of fight or flight and into that parasympathetic mode where they can heal?
We have a variety, and again, it really just depends on the person. And I think that's where we start. Is it's really sitting down and saying what works for you as an individual. But we have a layer of programming that is very, very supportive. These are programs where it's a series that works with our LMF staff that's coping with cancer or what's next after you finish cancer. We also have programs on movement, nutrition. We do expressive arts with an art therapist. We also have an entire online suite of resources. We have a learning management system. So if somebody wants to go through some of our programs from the comfort of their home, they can. We have a podcast series and we have YouTube.
Wow. And
Yeah.
you also offer services to help those who are caring for the cancer patients and cancer survivors. Are these family members and caregivers, are they eligible for your services as well? And or are there specialized programs you offer just for them?
It's a little bit of both. We do have caregivers who will come in and take an art therapy class right alongside somebody who's finished treatment or somebody who's in treatment. But we will sometimes provide programs that are specific just to caregivers. The caregiving experience is definitely unique. It's not easy to watch your loved one go through cancer, to have that cancer, to take the treatments themselves and not to be actually there experiencing that treatment. So the caregivers need to be cared for as well. So we have programs for them as well.
That's awesome. And
Mhm.
once again, if folks want to know more about the services that you offer, they can go to your website. We'll get that up on the screen. So it makes it easy for everybody. I'm sure that you could use help from volunteers. Maybe this is a subject that's very close to their heart. Their family's been touched by it and they want to do their part to give back and to help. How can they get involved with you and what can they do?
Well, we love volunteers. There's so many different ways to volunteer. We have events. I don't know that there is a nonprofit out there that doesn't throw some sort of fundraising event. So helping with the fundraising events, great. Honestly, a great place to start is just to connect with us. Call the center or send an email. It's on our website, admin@wellnesswithin.org, because we all have business backgrounds, and sometimes it's just aligning the person to their interests and to what the organization needs. Some of those things could be administrative things. We actually have a volunteer that works on our garden. So it's trying to find where people could be interested. Getting the word out is very, very important to us. It's not easy always to get the word out. And for people to know that we are here is very helpful.
Yeah. Something as simple as sharing this video on your social media,
There
getting
you
the word
go.
out. Yeah.
Exactly.
Absolutely. Well, I love what you're doing to support the whole body's healing. You know, there is a place for medicine, but there's also a place for these other techniques that really supports what the body's trying to do on its own. And you're providing a very important service. Thank you for what you're doing, and thank you for being on Good Deeds.
Thank you for having me, Sheryl. Really appreciate it.